Batman's just a man, right? That's what we're told at least, but after we discuss some of the feats I'm about to talk about here, you may believe that he is more than a man, maybe even more superhuman than some of the other members of the League. Alright, there's no better way to start this conversation other than the time that Batman survived falling from space, the Watchtower to be exact. While escaping from Failsafe, an android made by another Batman to battle the real Batman if he ever turned evil, Bats blew up part of the Watchtower, launching himself into space, 240,000 miles from Earth. He proceeds to use compressed gas and his grappling hook to direct himself to a destroyed Javelin ship to salvage its oxygen tank and a booster to propel himself towards the Earth. But he passes out as he enters the atmosphere and wakes up as soon as he's losing his booster. He also loses his oxygen tank but is able to hold his breath, and thanks to his fireproof suit and the spines in his cape, he is able to, somehow, deaccelerate himself enough safely to land and walk it off like the G he is. Also, side note, for those who may not know, Bats wasn't evil in this, he was framed for de-lifing someone, and Failsafe was activated. And if you'd like to know more about that, let me know in the comments. Before moving on to the next feat, if you're enjoying this video, it would help me massively if you left a like and subscribed. I'm still growing the channel, and it helps YouTube know that you guys like my content, and it helps me know that you like what I'm discussing at this moment. Aside from that, stay hydrated, and back to the video. Alright. If falling from space isn't superhuman enough, how about trading blows with Darkseid? We've seen this happen a few times, and Batman has won many of these encounters, but today we're going to talk about the time he infiltrates Apokolips to get his son Damian's dead body back, so Darkseid can't use him to power his Omega Cannon. Batman had to use the Hellbat armor, a super powerful armor forged by each member of the League that is powered from the user's metabolism. But he was able to infiltrate Darkseid's homeworld, run through multiple enemies, and even stand toe-to-toe with the new god himself, all while basically having his life force drained away. The armor still wasn't quite strong enough to defeat him, but he did trade blows and escape with his son and his life, which is much more than what most superpowered beings can say while they face Darkseid alone. So even with the help of the Hellbat suit, this was still an incredibly impressive feat. Now this next feat isn't as extreme as trading blows with Darkseid, but thinking about it from a normal human's perspective, it's pretty crazy. We have the time that he stormed Arkham Asylum and leveled most of his rogue gallery in 2 panels in the Shadow of the Bat. After breaking into Arkham with Nightwing, he tells him to leave and proceeds to demolish every enemy he comes across. This includes common thugs, an enraged Hellsinger who appears to be an issue for like half a panel before Batman slams his head into the concrete so that he can end it quickly. And as I said in the beginning of the video, over half of his rogue gallery, they all jump him at once, and just like Hellsinger, it appears to be an issue for like half a second before he defeats them all in 1 page. The Joker even tries to reason with Bats after seeing him level everyone else in a matter of seconds before getting a face full of justice. If fighting over half of his rogue gallery in 2 pages wasn't enough, then what about taking on the entire Justice League while they're infected by an enhanced form of the Joker toxin in Batman Endgame? Lucky for him, he had a contingency plan for this, because of course he did, he's Batman. This particular plan came in the form of Fenrir, or the Justice Buster, a mech suit with systems and weapons designed for each member of the League. They were terrorizing Gotham, and Batman takes the fight to them in this suit, quickly dismantling each member until he reaches Superman. The suit holds up at first until Superman begins to go all out and rips Bats out of the suit. Luckily, he had plot armor kryptonite gum in his mouth to spit in the Boy Scout's eye, promptly ending the fight. I know this isn't a feat of strength, but the fact that he was even prepared for this mentally is a superhuman feat in itself, let's be honest here. So Batman's just a really rich guy, right? I call bullshit, but it's comic books, so who am I to say? Is there any Batman feats you can remember that seemed a little too unrealistic for even a peak human? Let me know in the comments and leave a like and sub if you've made it this far. Until next time, I've been the Popular Introvert.